Okay, cool. All right.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Candice Accola from Vídeo, and this is my first roundtable.
So how did you first find out about the show? Did you read the books and whatnot, or just for an audition, or how'd that work out?
I did not read the book. It was towards the end of pilot season, and it was the buzz about the show out in La La Land, so I definitely heard plenty about it. So I was just excited for the opportunity to audition for the likes of Kevin Beck and Bob, and I could not be more honored to be working with them.
Cool.
So when you originally did the character, did you know that she would become a vampire, or were you aware?
I did not. Well, throughout the first season, there was a lot of. We knew that from the writers, we knew that they were going to use the book as kind of a skeleton for what was going to happen, but it wasn't going to be detail by detail, as I say. They kind of talked around the idea of, turning one of the female regulars into a vampire, and then it ended up being Vicky. So I did not know the storyline. After that, I kind of assumed that was it. So I got a great call from Kevin towards the beginning of season 2, just giving me a heads up of what was going to happen, and so be ready. And I recognized it as an opportunity, and I could not be more appreciative of what the case has been for the character and
How much training, like vampire training, do you have to do?
It's kind of like you're just in it. There's not so much. That's what I've learned. This is my first time working on a television show, and I've not been done really an arc before, so it took a minute to get adjusted to the schedule of the show, and we do shoot 10 months out of the year. So, we really are only a couple weeks ahead of what is on screen. There's been times where, we've added clips and transitional shots and added I find incredible and such a testament to the production team, to the writers, producers, and our editor, and all the hosts. So yeah, you just kind of get thrown into it. I got great advice from Nina, Ian, and Paul, and the best vampire advice I got was to know my vamp face. Because it's true. Well, it's true. The moment before you strike, the moment before you attack. Because it's kind of, I like to compare it to whenever you have to scream in a scene, you think, oh, that'll be easy, you start screaming. But no, it's kind of like making pancakes. The first one's always really awkward and a little wonky, and then from then on, you get the hang of it. So, yeah.
Alright, so when last we saw everybody, Caroline was mad at Tyler, and Tyler was gone, right?
Yeah.
What does Tyler have to do to get back in her good graces?
I think it's going to depend on, at this point with the episodes coming up, when we come back on April 7th, the episodes are going to be very information-based, all leading up to the meeting of Klaus and the sacrifice. And so we're going to be learning a lot. There will be another flashback episode. And so I think it's really going to depend on how high the stakes are if and when Tyler shows up, and in what way they meet again, and how they're going to need each other, if they're going to need each other as friends, and why he'd want to get back into her life, and why she would want to send him back into her life. So I think it really just depends on the actions that are coming up with it.
Talking about the transition.
Yes.
Way back last one.
Yes.
What was the most fun for you? Because it was dramatic and kind of gross and funny too. So what were the moments that you liked the most about that?
Honestly, I know there was a couple beats of humor within the beginning of that scene, of the transition. But the whole, when it comes down to when it's on screen, it seems very quick. Not quick necessarily, but compared to, we shot it over 2 12 and 14-hour days. And at this point we've all spent so much time together. We are very good friends. And so watching, I felt very appreciative to have the the opportunity more with Reno in that kind of an environment, and knowing where he was going to have to go as an actor, and I just respect him and think he's so talented. So to watch him put himself through that, it was, you know, all those moments of it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, were pretty genuine, because I mean, and also you have to keep in mind it's a very enclosed space. That set of the tomb is very small, and adding all of the crew guys, when you forget there's a boom, you forget there's 2 cameras, and there's, you know, everyone letting down the set. So I mean, there's a lot of people, and they're also people that we know. So, and it's a very personal moment. Like, he's not wearing a lot of clothes. He's having to cry. He's having to scream. You know, contort his body in such a very painful position. So it wasn't. It was more just. I appreciate the coolest part about it was the respect among the crew and the cast, where you walked in and you knew something important was going on, and everyone was just really respectful of each other. Very long-winded answer. But it was very.
So now Chris just told me that you shoot almost everything inside on soundstage.
A lot of it. Not the wood.
Well, he said there's even a wood set.
There is a wood setup that we haven't used, and I think it's really, we actually had to shut down production this year for an entire week because of snowpocalypse 2000. So I think that's kind of just going to be used as backup at this point, and also, I mean, weather really has been a huge challenge for the production team in Atlanta, which I don't think we thought it was going to be, but Atlanta's like a seasonal city, which is wonderful when you're living in it, but working in it and keeping that continuity definitely creates a lot of
pretty hot, right?
It gets really hot and it gets really cold, yeah. So it gets really rainy and a lot of pollen. So it's been an interesting environment to try to shoot within. But yeah, a lot of it is.
Last couple questions, guys.
Is there a favorite set that you like to work on? Or?
I mean, I personally love Caroline's house because I mean, it was a good sign coming back for season 2, knowing
When it was still
Caroline
there.
had a house. Yeah, and it was a cool moment. My dad just visited the set, so that I mean, it's a really cool moment to bring in the set. Hey, Dad.
Here's my bedroom.
Here's my big bedroom, you know.
Big closet.
Here's my big closet, yeah. So I mean, that's cool. Otherwise, I think the Salvatore house, because it is an actual house out in Atlanta, and I mean, just walking to that actual house is insane. And so the fact of coming back, it trips you out when you go see the actual place and then seeing what the team has done to recreate it.